punter Tress Way set to get this one started. Monday night prime time is underway. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Getting the nod to lead the offense, fifth-year pro out of Iowa State. What a career he's putting together so far. It's Brock Purdy.
Count me. I'll raise my hand. I'm really interested to see what this is going to look like. The league's best defense and how you go about as a quarterback attacking them. I know this. You've got to be on point because this defense makes you earn everything.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Purdy throwing here on second. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down. Talk about a clutch time to come through with a big run there, huh, Brock? You never want to go 3 and out from your own side of the field.
You know what those big guys like at the line of scrimmage, too? They like a chunky run. They don't mind being chunky themselves, and that won't move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to it. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. Got him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Purdy throwing here. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, you know, that's really well said because, you know, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, you know the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Room inside the 10. And he gets home. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th of this season. Pinheiro there to tack on the extra points. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Got to take that deep breath as a quarterback here, and you really do, Kate, have to fight the urge to think you got to do this all by yourself, to try to beat this elite defense with just your arm and your brain. It's going to take everybody. That is, in my experience, the only way you defeat a group this good defensively is your collective has got to be better than theirs.
They've got first down here from the 36. Daniels back to throw. Getting out to his left. His first throw is an interception. Rayshawn Jenkins makes the play. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. McCaffrey. He's second already in this opening quarter. Point after tries. Good by Pinheiro. It's a 14-0 game here early.
Niners 14. Commanders nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And it's not just a flip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Start this drive at home. Shoots away from one. And that's good for a gain of 5. Malik Mustafa in on that stop. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 17 carries. Locates Adonai Mitchell. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down.
A gain of 7.
It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Daniels setting up the play action. Escapes the pocket. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. On 2nd down, Daniels. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. Osa Odigizua. Their first sack here after they had 4 in that loss last week.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
And he's taken down at the 30. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Play action now. Daniels on the move, headed right. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
From the gun, it's Hall. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throw here, 3rd down. Look at that power, deep left side. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown, and that forces 4th down. Groupie sends it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that is a San Francisco first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now it's Purdy. Finds his man. It's McFearsome. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's complete, Mike Evans. Yeah, he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
It's a gain of 7.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. The 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. Second and 3 now. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Purdy to throw it. He's going to run for it. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, his 3rd of the year. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd and short, Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. They'll run for it with Hall. And this is going to keep the drive moving. That was close, Brock. Looked like they might have stopped him, but they're going to say it is just enough to convert on fourth. Daniels now. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Working quickly here.
And the Washington first down.
Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to bring up a Commander's first down. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down. Here's a give to Hall. And that one doesn't get him much, give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the air on third and long. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On second down, here's Purdy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
No, I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, it was too good, and he didn't trust that throw.
They'll air it out on third. It's Kittle over the middle. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll start this one out with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Trying to work quickly now. On second down, Daniels connects with his back. Hall. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Punting unit out now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 from the 32. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He finds Evans, left side. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And Hick got there quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A pitch to McCaffrey. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Evans brings in the slant. And this is near the 1st down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29. Purdy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It might go overlooked with how long this guy's been around and making plays and doing things, but that's actually his first career touchdown. How cool is that?
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. The command free up the middle. It's a breakaway. The 40 hits the 20. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. Into the hands of Harrison. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Commanders. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Throwing on 2nd, Daniels. That's Horton with the catch outright. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Completes another one to Horton. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Daniels on 2nd. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Daniels leading hurry up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Third down from the gun. Paul's got it again. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. This is going to be a tough pickup, but let's see if they can do it. Desperation time here. Pass complete, screenplay. And he won't escape. They converge on him, drive him backwards after that catch. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I know, Kate, on the stat sheet, that failure is going to go on the guy catching the pass, but to me, that's really about the play call and the execution. You just can't have that on 4th down.
Purdy to throw it. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately. Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Purdy. And he's going to go down. They drop him back on his own side at the 47. Dorrance Armstrong. And they come through to force a 4th and 11. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, down in it at the 1. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. The Washington offense ready for its next drive as we take a look at what's coming up on their schedule. Caught by Washington, left side. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock hits 2nd down.
Washington. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Daniels. Flushed out now to his left. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his 2nd drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. 3rd and short, Daniels. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to have them the 1st down. Took a chance, got the couple of yards needed, and they're staying out there.
1st down, Washington.
Daniels back to throw. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Daniels on 2nd down. Connects with his back. Paul. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tap.